Good morning. All right, it is Tuesday and we are going to move the body. This is a request from my friend Keith. He is an insane runner. And one of the things he was telling me about with running, I run, but not like him, was that a lot of the yoga that he has practiced has been mostly to like strengthen the body, which is good, but he wants to have the benefits of stretching the body because he runs so much. His lower body is already so strong from running, and so it makes sense what he's requesting. So he requested for something that's gonna stretch the body and then also perhaps strengthen the upper body, since he doesn't get to use that as much when he's running. So here I am. Let's see if in another 30 seconds anybody likes on. But regardless, I will try to upload this onto my wall. I have a feeling it's gonna cut me out, you guys, just a little warning, because I need to start deleting things out of my phone. I don't have enough memory. But let's go ahead and come to, hopefully this will save. Let's come to the center of our mat and just find a comfortable seated Sukhasana. In this time, in this place, I wish to invite us to allow ourselves, our minds, to detach from the things that are going on around us. Just simply maybe look around you and take in where you are. If you are indoors, perhaps take in the gratitude. Without the gratitude, just acknowledge that you are under shelter. Looking around you, maybe if you're outside, maybe later, look around you and look at the trees, if there's sunshine, how that feels. If you're doing this in the evening, what the stars might say. Just simply acknowledge your surroundings. Acknowledge what surrounds you. And then take a moment to think about what kind of people you surround yourself with. Are they foodies? Are they athletics? Are they the kind of people that are at church every weekend? Are they the travelers? Do they camp? And then let's go ahead and come back to a sport of your choice. Think about the gear. What all does it take to practice this sport? If you are a runner, you need socks, running shoes, and then you need pieces of clothing, appropriate pieces of clothing, and perhaps a headband Maybe if you're a girl, you want to put your hair in a braid and a ponytail. Maybe it's winter and you need a hoodie. Or you're brave to not wear a hoodie. Aside of the gear that it takes to practice the sport of your choice, think about when you like to go practice the sport. Is this a sport that you need to wake up a little before sunrise? Can you practice this sport in the morning, in the afternoon? Is this a sport that needs to be practiced in the evening? I know people who like to go fishing need to be up by like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. And then let's think about, with the sport of your choice, think about the seasons, because of the different gear that you have, the time, and then think about the culture of the sport that of your choice, if you like to practice. How does it unite people? Does it unite people, or is this a sport that you can practice solo and it's very rare that you come together with others? However, if you were to do this alone, is it more encouraging when you come together with others? Do you commute to get there? How do you feel when you begin? Most of the time, are you dragging? Are you having to put effort into showing up? From the moment you decide, I am going to blank, I am going to go blank, I am going to go blank with blank, so and so. And then you get going, you go through a journey. How do you feel when you're wrapping things up, when you hit that finish line? Do you feel better than when you walked in? Do you feel more encouraged? Do you feel a sense of letdown? And that's okay. Simply acknowledge all these feelings, simply acknowledge these experiences. Go ahead and softly close your eyes if you are not there already. Perhaps joining your hands below, clasping of your hands, finding a tall torso as you inhale through your nose. Fill up your being with breath. Exhale, let it go. On your following inhale, you will draw the inhale toward your low belly. And then as you exhale, draw the belly button back towards your spine. Relax the shoulders. Inhale through your nose into your low belly. Rise the breath to your low ribs. Exhale the ribs. Exhale the low belly. On your following inhale, rise it through your low ribs and into your chest as you let go of the clench of the jaw. Maybe tuck your chin slightly to find a long neck as you reach through the crown of your head up toward the sky. Keep inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your nose. Wherever you are, if you're meeting me at home, maybe you want to take a few sights. Just flush it all out. Take another inhale through your nose. And just exhale, release. Go ahead and join your palms together at your heart center as you bow your chin to your chest. Inhale, rise the head and just take in your sport of choice. Let's ride with it. Surfing, golfing, horseback riding, running, softball, ice skating, hockey, basketball, volleyball, skiing, snowboarding, swimming, you name it. Gently release your hands back down to your knees as you blink softly, open your eyes, start to look around you. Go ahead and inhale your arms all the way around and up. We're going to open the body here, palms facing one another. Exhale, release the palms back down. Inhale them around and up. Interlace your fingers, flip your hand upward, and then go ahead and reach, stretch your arms, your torso. Maybe lean over to the left, lean over to the right. And again, on both sides. And then release your hands out in front of you. Plant your hands onto your knees. Go ahead and allow your torso and your belly to come forward. Drop the belly. Inhale, look up. And then go ahead and circle over to your right side. Coming all the way around through the other side. Perhaps pause anywhere there might be tension. Coming all the way to forward, going around once more. But keep breathing here. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Once you come back to front, go ahead and exhale. Draw your belly button back towards your spine. Chin to chest, round your back. Press your shoulders away from your knees. And then go ahead and take it around over to just the back side, over to the right. Come back through center, over to the left. Really feeling the sides of your hips stretch here. Go ahead and come over to your right once again, and then go in a circle motion. Coming around as you exhale, you're going to curl your back, You're on the back side of your body. As you inhale, you're going to be coming forward. And then as you meet the back all the way for the second time, go ahead and come back to center. And then switch the fold of the legs. Grab your spider fingers. Find a tall torso. And then walk yourself forward, hinging at your hips. Tuck your chin slightly to find a long neck. Bend at your elbows. Come forward and down. Take a breath here. Exhale, release. Let go of your knees and thighs. Inhale as you rise it up. Go ahead and lean over to the right. Kind of pressing your knee away from coming up. Take one more inhale, lengthen the torso. Look ahead of you. And then exhale. Coming, circling back behind you. Take it over to the opposite side. Lengthen the torso, look ahead of you. It takes a lot of upper strength to really keep your body at a tilt without dumping the head or the weight of your torso. Just collapsing down. Go ahead and inhale back to center. Remove anything from underneath your sit bones. Go ahead and come onto your tabletop. Knees are below the hips, wrists below the shoulders. As you put the tops of your feet on the mat, drop the belly, inhale, look up. And then exhale, come down to a child's pose. Remember, this is your resting pose. You can come back to it at any time. As you inhale, come back up. Go ahead and bend at your elbows. Draw them in towards your ribs. Come forward and down. And then inhale, come up to your belly button. Rise your shoulders back behind you. Draw the tops of your feet together. Heels toward one another. As you exhale, come back through a child's pose. Don't get too comfortable. Round your back, come back through a tabletop. Curl your toes under. And then keep a deep bend at the knees. Come to a top of a plank. Adjust the length of your body. Now find a deep bend at the knees as you start to press your hips up and back. Roll your shoulders out. Begin to lengthen through the legs. Keep the belly button tucked towards your spine here as you lift your hips a little bit higher. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. Maybe begin to pedal out the legs, lengthening one leg and then the other. Looking up at your hands, walk yourself one step at a time all the way forward. About 2 fists width distance in between your feet. Go ahead and find a bend at the knees. Plant your hands right outside your feet. Lengthen the spine as you inhale, look forward. Just as far as you can, and then exhale, curl your chin toward your chest, crown of your head reaches toward Mother Earth. If available to you here, you can plant the palms of your feet palms of your hands underneath your feet for a little extra weight. Find a bend at the knees, allow your torso to kind of relax on your legs. Take a few breaths here. Allow the blood to circulate through the brain. following inhale, let go of the hands. Tuck your belly button back towards your spine. Lead with your heart, coming all the way up towards standing. Circle your arms all the way around and up. Interlace your fingers. Reach a little bit higher. Lean over to the right side. Go ahead and lean over to the left side. Come back to center. Palms meet one another. Bring it down to your heart. Pranamasana. Find a bend. Exhale, come forward and down. Plant your hands onto the mat. As you inhale, look up, look forward. And then exhale, step your right foot back. Release your knee down onto the mat. Top of your foot comes with it. Make sure your foot isn't falling asleep, so you want to draw your heel up toward midline. Left leg is at a 90-degree angle, so your knee is above your ankle. Go ahead and come up. And then inhale your hands over to your hips. Walk that foot, the front foot, over out to the outer edge of your mat. Make sure that the outer edge of your foot is parallel to the outer edge of the mat. And then go ahead and sink into the hips a little bit deeper. If your knee begins to track past your ankle, go ahead and just walk that ankle forward so that way it's in a straight line. There we go. Take another inhale here. Maybe there is a back bend happening. Go ahead and draw that belly button back towards your spine. Lift the torso. Beautiful. If available to you, inhale your arms up. Open them back behind you into goddess pose. Perhaps you can interlace your fingers. Draw your shoulders back. Inhale, keep looking up. Exhale, bring it all forward. Plant your hands onto the earth. Fingers spread wide. Curl your back toes under as you lift the knee. And then lengthen through that back leg. You're pressing through your heel as you open your left arm up toward the sky. Fingers together, looking at your thumb. Go ahead and plant that left hand back down onto the earth as you lengthen the front leg here. I'm on the balls of my back foot, but my whole front foot is planted on Mother Earth. Bring that left hand inside your foot. And then step the left foot back. You're going to come to the top of a plank. Press your shoulders away from the earth. Belly towards spine. And then go ahead and release both of your knees onto the earth. Bend at your elbows. Bend at your elbows. Hug them towards your ribs. Come forward and down. Tops of your feet come on the mat. Heels together. Inhale up for baby cobra to your belly button. Draw the shoulders back. Exhale. Through child's pose. Inhale up through tabletop. Curl your toes under. Step your hands about 2 inches forward. Lift the knees, top of a plank. And then go ahead and step your right foot forward. Release the left knee down. Top of your foot comes onto the mat. And then make sure that your foot doesn't fall asleep, so go ahead and lift that heel toward midline. Right leg, lift your torso. Right leg is at a 90-degree angle. Outer edge of the foot is parallel to the outer edge of the mat. And I'm going to step my foot out to the outside edge of the mat as well. Go ahead and plant your hands onto your hips. Look forward as you sink your hips forward, and then keep track of that knee. If it's past your ankle, go ahead and just keep walking your foot about a 1/2 inch forward and forward. Or maybe you need to bring it back. I don't know. Go ahead and tuck that belly button back towards your spine. Lift the torso, tuck the chin slightly. If available to you, inhale your arms up and then open them into goddess pose. Maybe you circle your hands all the way back behind you. Interlace your fingers, draw your shoulders back. Inhale as you look up. Go ahead and come forward with your hands. Plant your left hand inside or just below your left shoulder. Curl your back toes under. Lift the knee. Now you're pressing through the heel. Engage your whole thigh here. Lift the kneecaps as you open your right arm up toward the sky, fingers together, gaze at your thumb. And you're following. Exhale, bring that hand down, wrap it around the outside of your foot as you lengthen the front leg here. You're on the balls of your back foot and the whole front foot is connected with Mother Earth. Lengthening the front leg for a deeper stretch down the hamstring. Beautiful. And then we're going to bring that right hand inside the foot. We're going to spread the fingers nice and wide. Wrists are about shoulder width distance. Step the right foot back. Top of a plank. We're going to release the knees down and we're going to sink our hips toward our heels with our toes curled. We're going to lengthen through the shoulders, roll the shoulders out. So you're going to twist your arms outward. Then you're going to come back to the top of a plank, shoulders above the wrists, lift the knees. Top of a plank here, maybe walk your wrists forward, but they're already nice and active. Now bend at the knees and then find your downward dog. Keep the shoulders rotated outward. Press through your fingertips. Try to release the heels toward the earth as you lift your hips a little bit higher, belly button towards spine. Looking up at your hands, go ahead and walk your hands about halfway back. And then see legs. Keep walking yourself all the way back. Go ahead and open, grab opposite elbows really quick here. Maybe sway side to side. Beautiful. Allow your head to come down a little bit further. And then go ahead and let go of the grip. Grab onto your hips, begin to rise yourself up vertebrae by vertebrae. Keeping your chin tucked, allowing your head to be the last thing that comes up. Go ahead and come. Well, you can stay where you are. I'm gonna come forward. Find something out in front of you that's not moving. Look down at your feet. Maybe you want to come off your mat. That's cool too. And then go ahead and ground your left toes under. Just all four corners. Maybe lift the foot. Just really see if you can plant that whole foot down. Shift the weight of your body over to the left foot. You guys, sorry, I'm gonna mirror you. Go ahead and wrap your right leg around the front. Bring your arms out in front of you. And you're going to wrap your opposite hand under. So if your left foot is on top, sorry, I'm just going to stop right there. I'm trying to mirror you guys and it's really, really hard. So I'm going to go sideways because I think that's easier. So let's go ahead and start over. Draw your feet to be in full contact with Mother Earth. We're going to shift the weight of our body over to the right foot. We're going to draw the left leg on top. We're just going to release it right there onto our toes. We're going to bring our arms out in front of us and we're going to wrap the right arm under the left. Beautiful. Now, you can do several things here. You can just hug yourself very nice and tight. Pull, pull, pull. You can also keep your arms together, side by side. If available to you, you can begin to wrap this way or all the way clasp around. So it's up to you. Start small. And then, okay, gaze at something that's not moving. Sink. Hinge at your hips as you begin to sink at them. And then here's another one. You can keep your foot right here by your shin or ankle. As you keep deepening into the pose, I like to really, keep going a little bit higher with my thighs so I can really clasp around. And then you can add the hands. Lift your arms, or elbows, I should say. Keep gazing at something that's not moving. Sink your hips a little bit lower. Keep breathing, lift your torso, chin tucked. And on your inhale, go ahead and rise, lengthen, shake it out. Whew. We're going to take it on to the other side. So, we're going to ground our feet, lift them up and down, forward and back. Make full contact with the earth as you shift the weight of your body to your left foot. Right leg comes above. Arms are out in front of you and your left arm comes under. You know the modifications. You can hug deeply, and I'm talking like pull, pull, pull. And then you can also keep your arms side by side, or you can begin to interlace as far as you can go. And you don't have to touch palm by palm. You can just be like the backs of your hands are together. Can you see that? And then you can, okay. So, right leg is out in front. Left arm is under. Keeping it together, holding down the fort. And then as you hinge at your hips, begin to sink your hips down. Belly button towards spine, lift the torso. And then at the arms, gaze at something that's not moving. Sink your hips a little bit higher, a little bit lower. Draw your elbows a little bit higher. Eagle pose. Go ahead and inhale as you bring it all up. Go ahead and shake it out. Hi, I'm getting some handshakes there. All right, you guys, so go ahead and come to the front of your mat. Top of the mat. Find a bend at the knees. Inhale your arms around and up. Exhale, come forward and down. As you try to reach your ankles with your hands, go ahead and grab onto your ankles. Your hips have sunk. Draw the belly button back towards your spine as you inhale, rise it up. Belly towards spine. Bring the arms up with you and then bring it all the way up to standing. Circle your arms all the way down. Plant your hands to your sacrum, fingers facing the earth. Open your legs at about mat width distance. Press your hips forward. Engage the belly button. Lift the torso. You're lengthening through the torso. Keep your chin tucked here. Go ahead and keep pressing your hips forward. Your torso comes back. And then go ahead and look at the sky or back behind you. Take a breath here or two. Go ahead and draw your chin toward your chest. Sweep your hips over to the left side. Your torso comes right. Take a breath. Inhale, circle your hips over to the right side. As your torso comes left, take a breath. And then go ahead and come back forward to center. Come up to standing. Place your hands onto your hips as you come all the way down. Bring your heels inward. Toes facing the corners of your mat. Bring your hands in between your legs. Press your knees onto your elbows, elbows onto your knees. Keeping the pelvis lifted. Draw the chin slightly down so that you have a long spine. And if available to you, see if you can press your thumbs towards your heart center here into yogic squat. Take a breath. Plant your hands out in front of you and then go ahead and draw your right hand. I'm going to come forward to show you guys. Your hands are out in front of you and then go ahead and come to the balls of your foot. Release it down. Perhaps walk that left hand underneath your knee. If available to you, bring your right hand over to your knee on top of your knee for support. Take another inhale. Bring it down as you exhale. And then we're going to take the opposite side. So right arm under the knee here, over to the side. Inhale, lengthen the torso. Exhale, release. Bring that hand to your knee. Go ahead and open the knee a little bit as you inhale, your torso open. And then go ahead and come back down. Now we're going to go onto our bum bums. So go ahead and release your glutes down to the mat. And we are right here. One of my favorites is boat pose. We always have to work at the core. So we're gonna grab our hands. We're gonna grab our knees with our hands and then lift the torso nice and tall. As you begin to shift your feet up, weight of your body comes onto the upper part of your glutes. Lift it up. Gotta engage the hips here. Gotta work at those muscles. Bring your arms out in front of you. Go ahead and tap your feet down for 1. Tap it down for 2. Tap it down for 3. Grab the backs of your knees. Lift your torso. Release the feet down, opening them up. Release the knees by your sides. Go ahead and interlace your fingers, wrap them around your toes as you inhale. Lengthen the torso, come forward and down. Lead with your heart. Really opening up the hips here. When you're following, inhale, rise it back up. And we're going to come back down with our hands behind our backs. We're going to lengthen the torso here. And then open your legs so that your feet aren't so close to your sit bones. And then step your right ankle on the left knee, just above the left knee. And then walk the left foot closer to your sit bone now. So now here you're going to feel a nice deep stretch down your right, I would say, butt cheek and back of the thigh, like outer thigh, not back of it. Keep pressing through your arms, find a long back. Take another breath here. On your inhale, see if you can press your hands closer to your sit bones. See if you can lift your hips. Just lift them. Sit it back down. Lift them up, engage the core. Sit it back down. Last one. Inhale, rise the hips. And exhale, release it down. My arms are feeling it. All right, if available to you, go ahead and release your foot down a little bit. Bring your right hand through that hole. Grab the back of your thigh, and then you're gonna open that elbow onto your knee here, and you're gonna bring it in. A little bit of a balancing pose, a little bit of a stretch, a little bit of a hip strengthening workout. You can run all you want, but it doesn't mean that your hips are strong. So we're gonna let go of it all, and we're gonna do the opposite side. So bring your hands back behind you anywhere. Sole of your right foot is on the ground, and your left ankle is on right above your right knee. Bring that foot closer toward you, and then go ahead and just press your torso instead of dumping the weight into it. Go ahead and lengthen through the arms. Really feel a stretch on the left leg here. We're almost there, you guys. Stick with it. Keep breathing. One more inhale. Walk your hands a little bit closer toward you, toward your sacrum. Go ahead and inhale the hips up. Press your shoulders away from the earth like a backwards tabletop. Inhale, rise it up. Lift the belly button, belly button towards spine, but lift the hips. And then last one, lift the hips. Beautiful, bring it down. All right, walk your right foot a little bit further away from you so that you can interlace your left hand through the hole, grab onto the back of your thigh, bring it back in, and then grab your elbow to press your knee away. Now walk the foot back in, bring yourself higher, lift your torso. It's a little uncomfortable, but it's gonna do the work. One breath. All right, let go of it all. Now we're gonna come down onto our backs. Just let go for a second here. Get ready to, this is gonna be really good, you guys. Bring your knees in towards your heart. Give yourself a little squeeze. Now, See if you can plant your hands onto the earth, and you're going to kick your knees over your head. We're going to lengthen the spine here. And we're going to also stretch the backs of the legs. So go ahead and inhale and exhale. Inhale. And then kick it up. Hold your breath. And then plant your feet over on the other side of your head. Bring your hands to your low back for support. You can walk your shoulders to have a better connection with Mother Earth. I like to just lift one side and then the other, readjusting it. And then I like to keep my toes curled, as you should. Keep them active. And when you do so, you begin to feel a lengthening through the backs of your legs and also your spine. Open your feet up a little bit. Your heels come toward one another. Come back to your big mount toe. Come to the tops of your right foot. Lengthen through the leg. Go ahead and curl your toes under. Come to the tops of your left toe. Lengthen it out. Then curl it back up. And then go ahead and gently release your hips back down to Mother Earth. Whew. Beautiful, you guys. Go ahead and keep your knees bent. Hands on the earth as you inhale, lift the hips up. Exhale, bring it down. We'll take that 2 more times. Gotta always strengthen the hips. The glutes engage. You bring them inward and up, and then exhale, release it down. Last one, inhale, up. Engage the glutes, and then exhale, release it down. See if you can, instead of just setting your back down, see if you can lengthen the spine by curling your glutes lower toward your feet, essentially. And then you have a long connection of your spine with the earth. Go ahead and open your knees out, feet together here. Release your hands by your sides, palms facing the sky. Close your eyes or keep a soft gaze as you inhale through your nose. Exhale, let it go. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, let it go. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, let it go. Keep breathing here. You can remain here for another 2 breaths, or you can lengthen out the right leg and then the left out away from you for your most important pose, Shavasana. Go ahead and wiggle out your fingertips, wiggle out the toes. You can remain here for a little bit longer. You can lengthen, stretch your arms over above you like that morning sunrise. bending at your knees, rolling onto your right side in the fetal pose. Keeping your eyes closed as much as possible. Take this moment to thank yourself for showing up, giving your body the maintenance it requires of you. Go ahead and press yourself up to your most comfortable seated Sukhasana. I want to read you this quote because we are going through hard times and we don't know what to do, but we have to find the strength to go do it. It says, "Let us not be content to wait and see what will happen, but give us the determination to make the right things happen." Again, let us not be content to wait and see what will happen, but give us the determination to make the right things happen. Peter Marshall. Go ahead and flow your hands to your heart center as we end this class. I want to thank you so much for letting me guide you through another practice of yoga. Every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. May you be well. Send me requests, comment below how this served you. Stay safe, kids. Namaste. You can blink softly, open your eyes, and good job. Yay. Good job, you guys. Happy Tuesday. I hope that you are staying safe. I have a lot on my agenda for today, but I just want to say that anything you set your mind to, you can do it. So just set your mind to it. Arnold Schwarzenegger, I don't know how to say it, but he said a very beautiful quote, and he just basically tells you, like, set your mind to anything you want to do and you can achieve it. The mind is the power, and I could go on and on. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and have a wonderful Tuesday, rest of your week. Finish strong. We, Wolf Moon Planner and I, if you do at Wolf Moon Planner _, look him up. I'll tag him onto this post as well. We will be getting together in the next week and a half, talking about some 5-year short-term goals, some 10-year longer-term goals, about what we want to do with our lives. If you are struggling to get anything accomplished and you feel like you don't want to look back in 10 years and you're like, wow, what have I actually big done for myself? It's all about little steps. It's all about baby steps. So join us. Stay tuned for any updates of when that's happening. And we look forward to you commenting and submitting questions and anything that we can help you with. We're going to build a community of unity. So join us soon, and I'll be posting when and what time, and we'll save it also. You can review it later, but don't miss out. This is a really great opportunity to just hit that reset button and find a plan that's not going to shake your insights when the world crumbles, as many of us went through. You know what I mean? Okay, guys, have a great day. Mwah.